Well, I usually mute the microphone while I'm in the intro screen, but yeah, I'll live. Let's get back to our zoo. Bamboozle awaits. Alright, I'll just get back to it. Our elephants are already ready to mate, which is always good news. And I think I've got some more animal space here. We've got our Titan beetles, of whom we already have too many again. That's to be expected. Let's take a look at them. Going to get rid of anyone who is not of high enough quality. The gentlemen are this boy not of high enough quality. 7583, 183, 75 100, 75 100, 75 100. I'm gonna I have to decide what genes. I'm gonna go for the option of keeping that longevity gene going, despite the fact that I will sell them regardless. It might be pretty good. I mean, it might also just be shit. But I'm gonna hope for the best. Hi Brie. How are you today? I decided against the nap I was planning earlier. As you might be able to tell from the fact that I'm streaming. We've got 2,000 people in our zoo. So no wonder our bears are stressed out, because they are very shy. Though of course there's also the chance that they might be having some sort of trouble with each other, but I'm hoping that's not the case. And I'm hoping they're just getting shy from the fact that they keep climbing trees from which they can see people, which makes them upsetty, like a spaghetti. Aww. I mean, if you don't have time to stream, you can watch me stream. Which works out for me, yes. Sorry. But yeah, I hope you rested well at least. Okay, Goliath beetles. I think I did not have these boys around. So I'm gonna have to look at the best genes. Who has the most expensive genes? That's a good fucking gene. I mean, fertility gene. So I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna send this boy and girl into here, which I was doing before as well, but then something happened. Can't quite recall what it was. Alright, the game crashed. That's what happened. Ah, okay. That's fair. And I have multiple overflowing bins. Do I? I do indeed. And how many caretakers do I have? 2. Well, that's clearly not enough, since both of them are assigned to specific zones, neither of which includes here. So I'm gonna give Zone B and Zone C some Zone B some backup, and then we're gonna have Zone C have its own bins, because clearly no one's cleaning here. And cleanliness is next to godliness. And can I greet myself? No. And I'm also... Oh no, I just entered this building. I was about to say I'm just leaving, but no. This is quite in the middle of the whole structure. The Chin Beetle allows chimney stacks. Ah. Okay. Yeah, that's a rhyme. And I'm probably missing the button or something, because my brain is not doing the best work it could be. Did we have Goliath frogs? I think that was also something I wanted to buy, but then did not get around to because of the crash. So let's hope these are new additions to the zoo. And if not, well, oops. Okay, you are okay with the temperature, you just want more humidity. 80%? Let's see. Yeah, it is pretty good. Could go up to 90, but I don't think they really are that bothered. Okay, and this was... That's a good way to introduce people to the animal, just block it up from the only side that guests could visit it from. And let's put some walls here as well. I did forget what I wanted to do with this wall, to be honest, because of the crash. But there's 3 places here. Do we have spiders? I think we had all the spiders we could possibly have. So I think we have some space for additional snakes. Because we had frogs and iguanas and some other people here. So maybe a boa constrictor? I don't think we had that. Lemon's Froggo is thirsty. Oh, oops. Let's not clip into the building. No, that's not you, that's you. Have you been unfed? I'm just gonna call a keeper to the exhibit just in case. Because Maria is not happy. And we want our animals to be happy. All our animals. So, boa constrictor. Yes, please. And we'll get another one as well. They are gonna go over there. And we're gonna look into what makes them happy. And that most certainly is not this level of humidity. They want more. They want 69 humidity, I think. That gets them wet. Yeah. Oh god, I just realized what I said. And I think there's a guest making rather obscene noises around as well. That's a fair assessment. Okay. I need to add more info profits. The amazing invisible beetles. Which beetles are invisible? Are these beetles invisible? Maybe. I think it was the frog pen that I blocked up, but I get what you see, what you're talking about, I think. Now, my Streamlabs is not connected to chat at all, so I had to open up another window, which means I'm still doing the whole neck bendy thing to see things. Because I can't find the pop out. option. Maybe if I switch to non-mod settings, then I can get the pop-out chat. Yeah, there we go. So now I can bring the chat room exactly to where it used to be. So you can still see it without having to bend my neck. Which I think is the best sort of experience I can get from this. Okay, vet research is complete on the poison frog. Good news. And let's see. I was looking into getting some more snake. We got the boa constrictor. We can get the eastern brown snake. We'll take the fertility one because babies. And we're gonna stick them in this box here. And this is the eastern brown snake. If I remember, that was an Australian species, of which there in this game there are not many. And 69% humidity should serve you well. Yes, indeed. An anaconda has had offspring. That probably means the anacondas are gonna be unhappy. A pass error is about to mate. I have two albino Nile monitors now. By the way, Brie, would you like a tour of the zoo? Since there are a lot of animals and there's probably been some changes here and there. But mostly there are just these happy little bundles of joy. And there's now this hole for them to hide in. Okay, well, if you are up for the full tour, of which it's not a big tour yet because there's not a lot going on. We have the bear pen, where we have these boys and girls, the Formosan black bears. They are from Taiwan originally, I believe, and they are vulnerable. This says they're from Asia. I guess that is true, but Taiwan is more precise. Then we have the hyenas, who have this pen here where they are openly visible for everyone to see, while this one has one pane of glass that is one-sided, which I'm hoping helps the bears be more chill, but I'm also aware that the bears will climb up the tree and see people and get anxious and stressed. Here we have the hippopotami. They are having a good day. They are probably going to shit as soon as I move my camera anywhere close to that bum hole. So let's not do that. There's a few of them around. There's a baby. And I'm planning on bringing the road back around from this side once I get to here. So people will have more chances to see the hippopotami. Hip hooray potami. That's right, tamai. And here we have the Nile monitors, whom we love and treasure. Really? So the Titan beetles already managed to fuck quite enough for me to have to call them again. Okay, first we get rid of anyone who does not meet the gold standard. And then we're gonna look into what build of Genie is the best. And I think we found him. We found two of them. Raphael and Antonio have 100% genes. That's some good pants. And Adelita is also at 100%. And wait, that was the wrong button. I meant to send Remedios away to become money. But these beetles have been fully and utterly become the tip of the evolutionary cycle. Yeah, I should probably not use that word, but I mean it's accurate to what we're doing. We are eliminating... We are trading away the ones that we cannot fit in our own zoo. We also have elephants over here. And saltwater crocodiles are waiting to be displayed. But I need to build like a platform here for people to chill and shop and... Oh my god, look at Putivati. Putivati has a shit on its back. Pure cotton? Does she have pure cotton? I don't remember. Or what's pure cotton? Oh, and the bears. The bears are once again stressed. I may have to pretend to be clever about this, by which I mean I may have to reduce the height of their trees. Though I don't know how much climb space they need, or how much climb space they want. They have plenty of climb space. So you can probably reduce the height of this tree as well, because this one is also mostly drunk. But the elm, I think there's nothing I can do about the elm, and if the elm is what's keeping them in bad shape, then oh no. Okay, we have some unhappy iguanas. So Marco versus Arturo. Into the pit. Ah, okay. Does it keep stuttering? Oh yeah, that was a 99% over last 2 minutes skipped frame bit. That's not good. Has it calmed down, or is it still a complete and utter stutterfest? Okay, Marcus seems to be the way forward, so we're going to sell his dad and be very thankful that inbreeding mechanics do not count for exhibits. Okay, and we have the final box here, for which I need to decide for an animal for, and then I can give you a tour of these as well. I'm thinking this might be a good place for the Gila monster. Oh, but there's only one Gila monster. Okay, we'll come back when there's more Gila monsters available. But I suppose, yeah, those were good enough genes. They might have been pure cotton. Has anyone been maturing while we've been taking the tour? No. But there's elephants mating, apparently. Savi cannot be released to the wild because she's pregnant. Are all of these ladies pregnant? No, Anushka is not yet pregnant. But I think having pregnant animals around is not bad. 100% over last 2 minutes of frames dropped. Huh. What is using up the CPU in that case? It's mostly the game that's using it up. That's unfortunate. It doesn't seem to be like entirely consistent in when it does it either, because it worked okay yesterday-ish. I say that. I also know that this game has a habit of just being very rude to me at times. Okay, so we looked at the big pens. We have the crocodiles. We have a lot of baby crocodiles as well now, which is good. We love babies. Babies make the world go round, ish. And we have the elephant pen here with a shower where they can go and wash. No other animal gets a shower. Like, this is a high novelty item for the sea elephants. Look at these food babies. Those are big food babies. I was like, what is that animal? That was a very big animal. As far as I was able to tell at first, but apparently it was not an animal at all, it was shit. Okay, so can I get the killer monsters now? I can get one killer monster, or I can get 2 girls. I'm gonna buy the 1 girl and hope we can get a boy as well. I hope they're okay with living alone. If not, then that's not fun. I want them to be happy. This is gonna be about the killer monster. The killer monster currently very unhappy, but the social terms are apparently fine. Let's give them 30 degrees and like 22% shower. I mean humidity. At 36 degrees, do you really need to be human body temperature? The human body temperature is about okay. So let's go to 40 degrees Celsius for them. They seem to enjoy that. And then let's close this window. Bam. And now we have the full exhibit here. We have scorpions. Here we have the sand scorpion, which is actually called the giant desert hairy scorpion. Here we have Amazonian giant centipedes, who are also having some social health problems. Probably because they don't want to have this many kids around. And then we have the giant forest scorpion, out of which one is pregnant. We've got... Did she? That's great. Do we have... Oh, Goliath frogs are currently experiencing some trouble. So Goliath frogs we just placed. So the fact that they've already gotten into the state where they have made enough babies to feel uncontent, not happy, is an achievement. So we're just gonna release the children into the wild, or at least pretend to do so, because the franchise option doesn't actually allow us to release animals into the wild, but we can just turn them into money instead of conservation points. But yeah, the rest of the frogs are here. Here we have Lemon's poison frog, and we have the golden poison frog, and then we have the iguanas, the green iguana, and the lesser Antillean iguana. Over on this side we have some snakes. We've got the buff adder, who are just chilling in the sand. And we have the anaconda, Who doesn't want none unless we give them long white trunks and thin smooth branches and thin long logs? Hun? And they also want to live as a pair, so we're gonna have to make a choice on who gets to stay and who does not. So once again, Eduardo, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. And then we have the Western Diamondback rattlesnake. One of whom is just sleeping right by the door, which is very nice for the little kids watching. That's not the little kid, that's a gentleman with a mustache. And here we have some Spideys. The Mexican red knee tarantula, and we have the Goliath bird eater, and we have the Brazilian wandering spider, and we have the Brazilian salmon pink tarantula, and in the corner we have some Australians. The giant burrowing cockroach. Apparently I'm supposed to name them after Australian politicians, but I haven't quite gone through the effort of learning enough about Australian politics to know any of those names by memory. Okay, so people are unhappy. They don't have the energy, they are too thirsty. They've got a lot of concerns going on. And I'm not sure how to best handle these concerns at first notice. Okay, there's someone here who is very tired. Because they're the only one currently on that watch. I need to expand that section, give it a little bit more in the ways of having places to do raiding things. In fact, I think I will do this. And please don't actually angle snap me. So. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll place a little facility. It's gonna be a guest facility. So, how large is the small shop shell? I think that looks pretty good. So we're gonna have this right at the side of the road. And we're gonna place a little something in it. I'm thinking because thirst is the largest problem people have, because it's a warm season. It's 26 degrees outside, so I can't at all blame them. So we're gonna give them a gulpy soda, so they can gulp it right down. And we can see the grass through the floor, which I'm sure is not a design flaw at all. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Yeah, let's move that just a little bit. That's not right either. Where did it go now? Okay, let's eliminate the grid height so we can actually have it be accurately in the window as it's supposed to be. Okay, and then let's do some stuff work. We're gonna hire some additional stuff for Zone B, I think. And this is gonna be Zone A, and then just so they can actually go on break at times, we're gonna hire a couple extras who are going to work Zone A and Zone C responsibly. Responsibly? That's not the one. Respectively. Yes, there we go. Oh, and Evita is a thirsty boy. Now, Maria is also having some problems. Maria still has not been fed and watered, supposedly. That surprises me. Okay, we saw the cockroaches, and then I sort of forgot to come over here where we have our Titan beetles, who all need to take a break again because they've been breeding. So let's pretend that we are releasing these into the wild. That's a 100% though, that's a 100% though. Let's just leave the 2 of them in there and release the rest. So don't have to worry about them for a little bit. Here we have the Goliath beetles, who have also been pretty active. There's 21 of them. I think I bought 2. Okay, so first we're gonna remove everyone with no medals. Then we're gonna take a look at the silver ones. I think the silvers are good enough. And then we're gonna select the rest and trade them away as well. We already took a look at the Goliath frogs because they were quite immediately active. And then we have the boa constrictor and the other things here, who are very happy to be here. I'm still concerned about our guests being unhappy, and then immediately our guests asking that we raise the ticket price. How's crime going? Apparently there's some pickpockets who have not been caught. That's not ideal. Okay, and how's this family doing? 3.3 years old. How old did you have to be again to become adults? 4 years old. Fun facts about the Nile monitor. Many female Nile monitors break into termite nests and lay their eggs inside them because the termites repair the damage afterwards and thus shelter the eggs. That's... I mean, fair enough. When in danger or antagonized, the Nile monitor will attack with a powerful whip from its long tail. There's still been some lost frames here and there, eh? Nile monitors are preyed upon by martial eagles, which can pick up and carry a lizard weighing up to 4 kilograms. That's some carrying power, because these are pretty hefty boys and girls and others. Nile monitors are causing the crocodile and alligator population in Florida to decrease because they are so effective at robbing their nests of eggs and hatchlings. Oh, have they been accidentally introduced to the environment? And Nile monitors never stop growing. They continue to get larger throughout their lives, which I don't think is reflected well in the game. Or is reflected in the game. So it is entirely possible that they have actually gone through the effort. So, well, I'll take mostly stable. Also, let's go and increase the layout of these fine people here. These frogos will get all the leaves, all the plants. They'll be like nice and happy, like. And the boss error is gonna make babies. Are those little poops there? I thought they were stones at first, but they might be stones. I'm not sure now. I want to see new lizards. And I then have to look afterwards how much space there is left for lizards. We bred our own baby. Because we're just making a bunch of white nail monitors now. Just a whole flock of albino monitors. That's cool. I wonder if we can put those in pet trade instead, because I don't know if how good that is an idea to release into the wild. Okay, and apparently there's still enough space for the animals to be happy, so we do not have to expand the ball pit. Oh no. Oh no, I just realized what I must do. Where is the ball? Small ball in the pit. 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 This is what we're doing before I'm running now. Excellent, the ball pit has enough balls for the monitors now. Yeah? Yeah. They have a ball pit. Let me just find a very specific item. There is a sign, I think. Sign, Arctic sign editable. We want this to be around here, yeah. That seems like a good idea. Then we'll rotate it like this, and then turn it up. Oh no, there's protesters? What are they protesting? Who's unhappy? Oh, the camera is unhappy, that's for sure. Okay, and bye. And then sign text says -con. There we go. That's the -con ball pit now. And let's release all the boxed animals, because some animals got boxed by this activity. You can't really see the balls inside the ball pit from here. Do we have not enough keepers? Because there's a lot of hungry and thirsty animals. Let's get an extra. What are they protesting again? Oh, they're already leaving because they are now protesting. No one. Okay, that's good. I don't like animals being protested. And we are working still on transport rights. I'm probably not going to have like a whatchamacallit, the right for like, I'm not gonna do a boat ride because rivers tend to flow in one direction, but I'm thinking of having a I'm still thinking. My brain is doing slosh. Like a train of sorts, a tram. so people can get back to the entrance faster once they're doing the whole full circle thing. Also, you know what? We're open 24/7 now. It's fine. People can just live here. It's okay. They're allowed to live here. They are encouraged to live here. They are encouraged to give me their money. So we can get more animals. Well, actually no, it's so we can afford to keep training up our people. And so we can keep paying our people better. Because they're doing a lot of work. And they deserve to have the skills to match the amount of work that they do. So let's just get everyone some extra training in. Okay, some people have not actually done enough work to deserve their extra training, supposedly. But I believe they are all worth the training. Especially considering how I'm running the zoo right now, which is not too bad. Quite like this building from this angle. We still need to do some trims and the like, but it's pretty good. Javier, are you okay? I suppose not. Keeper is en route, which is good news. Where are you that you're anxious? Were you up a tree? Or not? Okay, babies have been had, which is dangerous. And we're working on getting better souvenir shops for the people. In fact, I'm thinking of having like a souvenir shop building here once we have all the souvenir shop options. Can I move this closer to the corner? Yes, I can. So let's get that facility going right here. We want the large shell. Because I like it. It fills the... It does the job quite well. And then we are going to stick inside it a balloon shop. Loony balloons, indeed. And we are going to put inside it just a memento. So now they have some additional ways to spend their money. So I don't know if that's actually a good thing or not. Oh my god, these Titan beetles are actually pretty big once you look inside the pen. I wonder how large that whole mess would look if you just let them breathe freely and not pay attention to it. Oh right, we were supposed to get the Gila monster boyfriend. Some animals are unhappy and I don't know who they are and I'm worried. But we got the Gila monster. Or should we say the tequila monster? It's not the tequila monster. And Goliath frogs are... Once again, they've been having the sexy times, which has resulted in them being unhappy with their life. Luckily it's all been sons, which means we can just look at who is the best son. And the best son is Goldilocks, as usual. So quick trade, confirm. Okay, we have a new guest. Oh, Nick's here. Say hello. Actually, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna have another structure. Another one of these shells. Because that means less work for me. In creating this little staircase for this particular structure. The elephants have been really busy. Have they also had offspring? This reminds me, how are you doing? Okay, you're fine. Juanita is not fine. Juanita is not happy with having children in her life. So Maria and Juanita, you're gonna go into the shop and you're gonna decide there and then who lives and who dies. Sorry, Juanita. Your daughter has bested you and is now being forced to date her dad. Okay, so let's see what to do here. What is the best way to start this particular building? Oh, right, take off the sign, search. I want some walls. We've got a few more options now, but I think it is still fine for us to just use the Arctic style, because I like it. Don't tell anyone else, but it's quite good. So that's something to consider, of course. Alright, so let's get started on this. Is there like a good sort of arch thing that I could use for this? Yeah, there is. The problem here is because we are in a grid, I can't just have it curve around right like how I would want it to. Yep. I need this to move over here. We're doing inner corners only, I think. That's fine. Then we are gonna have like this. Wait, wait. I think I can go one longer. But then I do have to stop. Let's see if I can build a road here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna have it like run arches beneath the structure. So it'll look a little bit more reinforced. Right, and now comes the hard bit. We're gonna use, I think, beech wood. Yeah, because this is gonna be okay. Catch you later, Brie. Bye bye. Really? Again? Oh, no, that's fine. Let's do square edges. And no buff supports. And no railing, please. Okay, I'm gonna have to lower the fence over there. And I guess I can't do anything with that particular point of road. Okay, well, this corner here will not serve. So that's good to know. And this little piece of wall here is also not happy to serve. So I'm gonna take this little piece and we're gonna lower it because I don't think crocodiles give a fuck. Now what I don't like is the fact that this pillar here decided to lower the wall next to it as well. But in fairness, the Nile monitors also don't really give a fuck. So having these be at 1 meter is fine. If not a bit strange. So let's get back to buffing this one out. Align the grid. Bam, bam, and bam. And now people should be able to get up there. I'm gonna have to delete that one. Wait. So I can have a road from here. Which means, of course, that I will also have to clear out this boy. And move this slightly to the right. Oh, Nile monitors have been maturing, which means I need to pay attention. Okay, who's matured? Muddy has grown up. That's pretty good. Be free. Fayad has grown up. He got quality boy. And we are happy for it. Ryan has grown up. That's pretty good. We should probably make like an extra pen for just reading up really good Nile monitors, to be fair. Rosina, you are also now free. Enjoy your life. Don't release them into Florida, please. You know that is where they usually go, but ooh, that's a really good fertility marker. No, what? You told me you had matured. Or had I mixed up the names? Who knows? Tabia and Shamina. That's a lot of grown-ups. It's a really good thing that we have a quest to send 7 of them into freedom. Because I think we just did that. Yeah. That should mean there's still 3 adults, or did I get carried away? Yeah, there's still 3 adults. That's fine. And one of the balls is currently levitating. That's also fine. Okay, let's take a quick look at animal trading. There is something very specific I'm interested in right now. And that is just spending my concentration... Yeah, not concentration points. My conservation points to release as many animals as possible. But currently everything's 1,000 and up. I know there's been pricings for 400 and so before. So I'm gonna see if I can get a couple of those, because that would be great. Also, Blanche, you can start working on understanding the Indian elephant a little bit better. We deserve that. Alright. Let's see. There's been some spiders that have been active again. Let's just take a look to see if there's anyone who is currently still unhappy with their environment. There are a lot of species currently unhappy with their situation. There's spiders certainly being one of them. I'm not entirely certain where the age is for everyone. The anaconda has also managed to breed again, so that means being able to both keep the basking lumps and at the same time taking care of the situation of who gets to stay and who does not. And since we have bought a golden quality one, we are going to keep the golden quality one. Okay, let's take a look. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is not fine. I haven't actually been looking at the right marker. So yeah, these spiders, they need a little bit of extra space. They have been experiencing some crowding as well. Okay, well, I'm gonna get rid of the silvers in full approach, and then I think I'm gonna keep the first boy. And if they can get an offspring that still has 100 fertility, that's great. If they cannot, well, that's not what I came here for. You are at 100% social health. You're at 100. You're at 12. That's not good. Let's send all of these. Let's send all of these 13 people, 13 little spiders into the pen. And decide. Should they stay or should they go? Because stats, you've got to let me know. This is the gentleman to keep, that's for sure. And the ladies are identical, so the ladies both go back as well. And this gentleman is gonna be sold. Bit research is complete in regards of the golden poison frog. So next level that should give us access to more fun. The titans. I think that this means the titans are already at the beginning of having trouble socially. So let's send the boys to vacation. And of course we're only going to keep the 100 ones, and we're gonna keep the youngest of the bunch. Okay, hyenas are fighting for alpha status, which is not what I want to hear. Are you pooping? Probably. Where are the girls? Here's the girls. So the kid gets to go into the freedom of freedom of the wild. Okay, babies have been made. That's good news. Let's click on that and release some animals from the Nile pen, because they have apparently been denied some access there. Okay, so it's change of plan. Apparently the way to connect is from here. So that's what I'll do. Let's modify the walls to match that plan. Okay, and I'm just gonna rotate this to go here. Wait. Paths. Align to grid. Can you build on top of that? No. So if there's a road on the where you want to build, that's just not gonna work. That's fine. That makes sense, I suppose. So there's gonna be a little extra nook here. Probably like a really nice table to sit on. Stuff like that. We're also going to have to place railings there, which are gonna be helpful. People love railings, I'm sure. Okay, and then we need to set up some knowledge for them, so they can learn about the saltwater crocodile, which has been living here for a while. It's just that no one's ever actually been able to access them. That's fine. Okay, Eshal, how are you doing? You're about to have babies again. There's so many babies and they're all going into the ball pit. That's great news. Speaking of, are you actually still happy with how much ground you have? Supposedly. Also, it's snowing. I haven't placed any heaters. That's good news. Okay, habitats, and let's start looking at if and where I have placed any heaters. Alright, there's some heaters around. I guess the first animals who got here in time to receive their heaters got their heaters. But not everyone got their heaters. I'm just gonna keep it at 30 for them because why not? They love it hot. They love it real hot. And the crocodiles, sure, you also get it at 30 to start off with because, as we discovered, these don't actually cost anything to maintain. So they might as well just be running at full power. And keep the animals nice and warm. Mechanic research is complete. Souvenir shops are now done. So let's start looking at more drinks. The fact that the shower is currently still on the snow is probably not for the best. We want to keep them nice and warm, do we not? So yeah, a little bit there. And Letitia is hungry. I'm gonna guess that means that there's still some trouble going on in that regard. Also, Lemon's poison frogs have been going at it quite a lot. So let's reduce their number just a little bit. We're gonna get rid of anyone who does not have any sort of medal. I think I'm just gonna leave in the silver boys, boy and girl, and I'm gonna let them try and further the legacy, or whatever. What's wrong with your exhibit? Is it all covered in shit or something? I guess it had a cleanliness problem. It's fine now, it's fixed. Release 5 of any habitat species to the wild. Yeah, I'm working on that. Speaking of, I thought I saw someone cheaper there for a moment, but I guess those get gobbled up really quick. So up here is where I want to place some more canopy tables and the like. Please don't jump off the railing. I don't think I can afford to pay for stuff like that. Okay, signs. Are there like... There's props. And props do include the Arctic fence. So we're gonna place this fence here. And then we are going to Control X that, and we're just gonna come here. Then we're gonna Control X that. Wait, oh, I don't need to. I can just keep going. And we are going to trust that this is going to keep our people from jumping into Palpatine's pit. Because I just remembered that our male Saltwater Crocodile is called Palpatine, and that's a considerable factor to consider. As it is with considerable factors. Alright. Ali is preventing other animals from breeding. Isn't implying that it's time to send Ali into retirement home. I mean, it's fine. I don't know if I have any other girls currently available. So the line I had for this fence is pretty much spot on. I was expecting it to stray a bit more than maybe an inch at the end. And as we know, this isn't metalwork. This is wooden railings. It's fine. So I have this side done for the moment, but next it's time to look at what exactly is going on with the hyenas. So there's still... all of the adults are, I think, outside of mating range. Actually, all of my hyenas are old. I didn't keep any of the young ones. So I'm gonna have to refresh my hyenas. That's fine. Oh, reset that filter, please. That might explain why. Nope. Still, that's still quite expensive. I don't have filter on. I just have the ordering thing. Okay, elephant, you're gonna chill for the moment. We are gonna have to look at the spotted hyena, because the hyena pit is getting empty. And I'm gonna look at only the cash listings right now. I'm willing to pay 10,000 cash for the hyenas. But until then... okay, well, these are not the highest quality hyenas available right now. Can I afford... wait, I'm thinking of having like a little store here on this side. And just like over here. Nothing big, but just not large enough. Maybe like a food place once we have researched something new. Have I assigned it to the wrong zone? Zone A. I have indeed. That's technically part of Zone B. At least it was. I didn't realize that I was just letting 3 people be completely idle. Oh, and there's some monitors maturing again. How are the adults doing? It's mostly still quite young. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, hi Nettie. Say hello to Nettie. Oh right, and because we unlocked the final souvenir shop. Let's come over here. And let's just completely tear down this wall. Huh. Well, look at that. That's a shopfront piece. It's as if someone had actually thought of this. The possibility that someone might just decide that they also want another piece of that puzzle. Wait, Ctrl Y. It's just that this piece seems to need some extra work. Let's just use this particular option instead. Yeah, that's nice. And then facilities. What is the final? It's a hat shop. Yeah, so they can now buy hats from there. Great news. There's probably no place called Croc Food. Because we could really do with a place called Croc Food. Okay, but I should really get back to focusing on maturing animals. No one's technically matured yet. There are some hungry animals. Because a certain part of the map is not quite fast enough to take care of itself. Padilla has matured. Have fun. Talib has matured. So I'm gonna pause that because people are already threatening to fight because of overcrowding, and I'd rather they did not. Offspring, 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 mature. Okay, and I think that's either the whole party or just a break until they continue on. The Ilham has matured. Hey, stop fighting, girls. It's fine. You don't have to fight. Oh, it actually that wasn't even the girls. Okay, claim rewards. That's $3,000. Which really doesn't do much for me. That's fine. Finished with research. I hope it's... I was hoping it was the Froggo, so we could finish up on the Froggo. Okay, let's look at animal trading for a moment. There are some animals around that might be worth buying. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy them. And they are going to go into quarantine. And wait there until until we have retired the older ones. Because the hyenas, they are really close to just dying, and that's not the best. Okay, mechanic research is complete. We have a new shop of drink available. It sounds pretty good to me. So let's get rid of that, let's get rid of that, let's just get rid of that as well. And we're just gonna Control X. What do you mean? Oh right, because it's the type of duplicate selection that I can just duplicate like this. That's what it means. Okay, and then we're just going to get that new drink facility. What is it? Gulpy Slush. So there's now more options for our people to drink from. And we have more options for rides. There's the boat ride, there's the suspended gondola, steam train, and adventure tour. But the boat ride apparently is also on rails, so that might have been just fine to use. No, and the frog research is complete. Let's look at the eastern brown snake. And then let's find the frog box. So we can give the frogs a little bit of extra light. Oh no, they like mist. They get misters instead. Ain't that right, mister? Alright, did I finish sending everyone into quarantine? I did indeed. So now I can get back to looking at the Indian elephants and see if I can sell someone for cheap. It's sort of money laundering. Sort of. Just clear that filter, please. Reset. And show me the cheapest you have. I'm just doing 1000s. Okay, let's grab the 1000. And let's release them to the wild. So we got some money back, but not a lot. Okay, all three have passed quarantine, which means we can send them all into the spotted hyena pit. While the elders, we're going to rehome them. We are going to send them to a new home where they can live in retirement and tell kids to stay off their lawn. Goodbye, hyenas. May we meet again in another life. And frogs are getting really attention desiring. I say it frogs, but it's every other animal that's suddenly realized that they haven't had a vet visit them in thousands of years. I said thousands. Has everyone been requested a bet for? Not quite. Exhibit 97 has 32 animals in it. I want to see that. It's gotta be a lot of beetles. I'm sort of expecting it to be like so many beetles that there's just nowhere where I can see not a beetle. But the ground is very crunchy. It's like sort of like snails. I'm used to seeing snails in that sort of density. Okay, send animal to storage. Good. Oh, also, I think I can claim... What? But I just released an Indian elephant to the wild. Should I have put it through quarantine first to best feign that it was my work that I was trying to claim a reward for? Or is it going to be just a matter of only being able to reap the benefits of my own children? God, that's a lot of Goliath beetles. Okay, I think you can afford to send away the bronze as well. But I'm not sure. Do we have a silver girl? Nope. The girls are all currently bronze quality. Okay, let's choose the best male. I'm gonna go for the sort of middle option in that regard. And send it back into the pit. Good. I think this might become a food place actually. What are these bottom beams? Arctic architecture beam 2 meters. So Arctic architecture beams, that's what we're missing from everywhere, I guess. That's probably something that's going to make things look nicer once we have them. How are you all doing? I wonder, can we give them better food now? Not yet. So there's still a pregnant animal, and there's 2 kids. Naksh. And... Okay, actually I'm gonna test this Anushka. If I release her, does it count towards this? No, it does, yeah. Cool. So we got Amrita, who is a kid. We've got Naksh, as previously stated. And we have Avni. Good. Is this area here not well enough heated? I'm gonna have to guess so. Okay, we have a new task. Buy and place 6 exhibit species. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, and we finished up some bit research on the Indian elephant again. Great news. We do actually have the resources already to build the research center that I was hoping to build. So I might get around to that. Hi Nick! How are you doing? Where have all my frames gone? I was just casually hanging along, looking at my elephants. Not even realizing that my frames had gone AWOL. They're just going about doing their own thing, I suppose. People are unhappy. That's sort of standard, isn't it? Okay, so if I technically place this here temporarily, and then double click on it, and because it's a prop, it doesn't work like that, does it? If I place it here like this, does it still... It's fine. Approximately fine. Okay, let me just move this piece of wall so I can access this, so I can move this back. And that looks approximately like it should be there. Which is, I mean, a good start. Mechanic research complete. We have another drink shop available. How are people feeling about drinks? And they sure want more drinks. So let's mess with this. And grab these two pieces and duplicate them over here so we can put another facility into this building. And what's it called now? Pipshot water. Having some water? Probably not a bad thing. Can't have it all be just booze. Okay, these animals are hungry and they are also... They've been yucking too much. I'm doing well. I'm just trying to get my zoo to a more acceptable spot. I was just thinking about something. I forget about. Do you want a tour? All of these frogos have been born at exactly the same quality. That's fine. I'm sort of in a sleepy state where my brain is half awake. I'm thinking of streaming until like o'clock and then just calling it there. Well, I was actually thinking of streaming until the 2-hour marker, I think. I forgot that I did not start at o'clock this time. Okay, so if I start this from over this edge and then proceed with it like this. That should look good. I may have to do some really, like, serious redesign with that though. That's fine. Okay, and let's move this copy over to the corner here. There. I'm not sure how bad this reacts to the idea of clipping. Like if I'm meant to be just leaving these sort of inside each other. So I can just have it appear like this, where it's supposed to be like one pillar between the fences. That probably makes sense. A Titan beetle has died. What? There's only Juan and Juanita here. What is going on? Are they too old to... Oh my god. They are too old to reproduce. I've kept the wrong animals. Oh hi, welcome back, Free. And thanks for the raid. How are you doing? Yes, I see, it's a raid. Hello, hello. Yes, please, to what? A tour? Or something else? Or was that a different reply? Yes, you're welcome to follow me. I'm just been working on proceeding with things. My spiders and everything are stressing out. My titans are dying of old age. My Goliaths are not dying of old age. That's good news. Not even my Frogos. That's... Most of my animals seem to be doing okay. Socially, anyway. And except for this Amazonian giant centipedes, they are not currently happy. Let's 30 out of 30 most kissable streamers. Thank you. That's a good title to have. Okay, it looks like it's mostly not high quality children coming out of these people. So I'm gonna just sell the majority of them, and since they seem to last for years before they become less useful as animals go, I'm just not gonna worry about that too much. The forest scorpions also have been at it. Oh, do you have a new microphone, or did you just change something about the setup? Okay, I am not sending pregnant scorpions into the trade house. They will not be culled. Night, Froy. And thanks for the follow. I thought you followed before, but I suppose it's been a while since then. A while of me not streaming anything. Alright, so we're gonna send away the bronzes. Go on. And 58, 67, 58, 83. This lady, go on. But we gotta take a look at the boys as well. 67, 67. 67, 67 is about the best we can get in that regard. So we're gonna keep the first one there. Did we sell you, or did we send anyone back yet? No, we did not. Let's send them back. Oh, why? Is Streamlabs supposed to say thank you for following? Because I'm not sure I want Streamlabs to say that. Because it sort of pushes into my job. No? So that's something I need to look into. Okay. See you in a bit, Nick. Bye bye. And thanks for stopping by. Okay, the green iguana needs work as well. Both are very good quality. Did another beetle die? There's a lot of social health problems all around right now. We really need to start sorting things through. I know there's some spiders that were very upsetty about the spaghetti. It was the Goliath bird eaters in particular, who are completely devastated by the amount of people there are here. Alright, yeah, there's some bugs that are too yuck. Quality wise, I'm gonna keep the 50-50 and the silver girl. And the rest can be free. But yeah, it is a bit odd. These two should still be fertile, I think. They're young adults. But the ones here, they are indeed too old to fuck. Or at least too old to reproduce. That's probably the better term. I am losing a lot of frames, so there's so it's possible that there's like a huge delay for some reason or another. So that might explain why I didn't get responses quite as immediate as I would have liked. Okay, the pink tarantulas have once again had offspring, so back into the store. Wait, who is this stored animal? Let's move her to quarantine. And let's not keep this cell empty. People don't like when we keep empty cells. And we do have golden girls as well, so that's what we're gonna choose from. Just gonna type this in here just in case. So now you know when I type this message might be some delay. Enter. Just let me know when you get that, me saying that, just so I know how long that delay actually is. Okay, I am selling this one, and then the rest can stay. That'd be good spiders. Good happy spiders. Okay, and here let's send all of these into storage as well. Take a look. I probably want to keep the golden girl and just disregard the rest and hope that does not screw me over big time. And the gentleman, I guess I'm gonna keep the silver gentleman and have fun. Call me again when you've bred too much. And not the bread type of bread. Okay, let's take a look at the gentleman. $50.83 and $50.83. They're the same, so we'll just send out the older one. And keep the young adult. Ooh. I do hope it reduces the disruption. Now, I have some audio processing issues, so it's really distracting. Is the audio still coming through, or is it just the video that's stuttering, freezing? Because I'm pretty sure that that's something in my setup is just not 100% a friend of me trying to stream. So might be worthwhile for me to just do YouTube work instead, just because it's less likely to fail me. Okay, let's keep the silvers and hope for the best. Because usually silvers have some sort of a fertility stat, so it's not that easy to completely screw over myself with that. Did I check the middle ones? Layman's poison frogs apparently are ready to have a little time off as well. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so those are not the ones I started off with. I don't think. Longevity is not their strong suit, that's for sure. Knowing that, I'm gonna sell the older male and I'm gonna send them back into their pit. Excellent. This still I think would be best as a food place. So that's what we're gonna get to once we're back to it. I was like, what is this big bird's nest? But it's not the nest of the big bird. Okay, Vanya. Release animal to the wild. Did it count now? It did. Look at all this big shit. Are the elephants feeling like everything's spacious enough? Yeah, they are. Apparently they don't really need that much space, so that's good. Okay, let's take a look at the elephants. Let's see who the cheapest elephant is that we can get. We can get a lot of cheap elephants right now. Boars. Just before these things get sold to someone else. I know I was able to get 2 cheap elephants. But wait. Let's just unpause for now. We're gonna send them into quarantine. And once they're done with quarantine, we're gonna release them to the wild. That's a real delay. That's a real serious delay. Okay, so hyenas are about to mate. Things are mating. That's good. Oh. I was curious as to what that noise was, but apparently that was just an elephant feeding. Look at over 2,000 people here. People are happy. They have their toilet needs carried out, which is the most important need of them all. And we have another drink shop now available. I'm currently waiting for a food place to have here in this pit of despair. If I move this here, I think it will look better in regards of the roof. And if I move this back a little bit like this, this will look better in regards of the walls. Okay, the elephants are ready to be released to the wild. Enjoy your freedom. Can I grab another elephant? No. That was the end of cheap elephant season. But we do get some unclaimed rewards, including new pants. Which is great. Okay, the next reward is at 8, and that is just the points. Oh, okay. I'm probably going to do the same in a bit. Get some sleep in me. I might try to stream again tomorrow. Maybe have better luck. Which reminds me, do I need anything special for my friends, the Indian rhinoceri? What's their grouping like? 1 to 2. Okay. That sounds pretty good. Oh my god. Adopt. And adopt. So apparently any plans of mine to just immediately get around to things, they're just not gonna happen immediately, because I'm just gonna have to sell some elephants. Well, get some elephants and do things. Okay. I think I was working on railing here. Okay, it's currently light, so yeah, that looks okay, as long as you don't look too closely. So I'm gonna guess the important part is not to look too closely. So move this here, and here, and here into the wall. Bam. Beautiful. And then deselect that. Can I casually put an X on that? And then move this entire wall closer to the edge. I can. Excellent. And I want to do this for this wall here as well. I also want to actually... I'm just gonna delete that entire piece for now because I want to work on that in a different way. I think that same might go for this railing here. Because I've decided against this particular sort of construction. So let's get rid of that. Let's exit the group for a moment and let's get our elephants into the wild. I said into the wild. Yes, there you go. You too. Out of here. You also have a new task, which is release 5 of any habitat species to the wild. That's gonna be really easy to do when, well, anything happens. I could afford to do another one. Let's go ahead. Can I just release it to the wild immediately? And if I do, does it count towards this? Because it might not. It did not. Did it count towards this? No. Is it still in animal trading? Yes. Can I release it to the wild now? So I had to double tap that. The first release to the wild thing just made it part of my zoo officially. Okay, and now we can look into food shops. Get some food in these fair folk. Kind folk. I was not about to call them anything other than that. Only good things to say about animals. How are you, hyenas, doing? Offspring imminent. Great news. And some salmon have had offspring as well. It's all very nice. Okay, well, we've got the shorts out of this event at least. And I can't at this point tell if there's any higher tiers of rewards hidden behind anything. I'm gonna take just a little peek to see what the price ranges are for rhinoceri. I don't think that is actually the way to say that name, but you know, it's fine. I could get some rhinoceri. Javier just died. This reminds me, is this empty already? No, Juan is still in here, living alone. And there's not enough to replace them with. Okay, apparently these scorpions have been very busy. Let's send them over to the trades and sort it out. Only keep bronzing up. Actually, no, we can just afford to only keep silver for the evaluation process. So sell all of those. 5867, 5867, 6767. So these two girls immediately out. 5867, 5883. We're gonna see if we can raise 6767 higher. And we're just gonna leave this young pair, Dev and Vanya, into the exhibit for now. Okay. Vet research is complete on the Indian elephant again. Great news. Great news indeed. The Gila monster has had offspring again. And it's also snowing again. That's fine. Let's get here. Start building that fence. Mechanic research complete. That's either gonna be drinks or food. If it's food, I might appreciate that, really. I did have a plan here for that. Let's see. That's fine. Okay. Tell me about your mechanic research. Is it food? No, it's another drink shop. I'll get around to serving more drinks soon enough. Oh, hey, crocodiles, have I left snow in your yard? Apparently I have. That's, I promise, not on purpose. Oh, and it's time to raise ticket prices. 35 to 30, I think. Toilets, energy, hunger, thirst, toilets. Wait, the first was just happiness, wasn't it? Happiness, energy, hunger, thirst, toilet, education. And Juan has died. Now we no longer actually have any Titan beetles in our zoo, so I should probably fix that before I call it a day. Refresh the list. There's no girls, there's only boys. Okay, well, I'll come back to that. This is gonna be the Croc Snacks shop. Yeah, I know. We're working on it. In fairness, I can just turn this off. Oh, it's already turned off. It's fine. Inspector left. They gave me not the best review on education. That's fine. I'll survive. Okay, let's get some benches and the like. Maybe some bins in the corners of this platform. Get some picnic benches here. Just like this. So this is most likely going to be a picnic nook as well. And there's gonna be a picnic table over here. And one over here. So people will have space to rest and space to sit and eat as soon as the food place is researched. Oh, and we've apparently been provided a new challenge. Increase golden boys and frog education rating to 11%. So what is it at the moment? 1%? Really? It's been around a while. Guess not enough people are actually making their way over to it. Maybe. There's a girl. And a boy. And we all know that what that means. That means we have Titan beetles back on the board. Despite the fact that there's no longer going to be 100% beetles in the zoo in quite a while, there's still work to be done. Okay, and I think I'll call it here for the day. I might stream again tomorrow, I might not. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna save and exit the main menu.